Hello, I am Professor Kalpesh Patel, Electrical Engineering Department from the Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is Control System Theory of the BE 3rd year 5th SEM, and the subject code is 3130905. Our second chapter name is Time Response Analysis. This is the flow of contents. First one, standard state signal. Second one, time response of the first order and second order systems. These two topics are covered in previous lecture. So in this lecture we will conduct the application of the initial value theorem and the final value theorems. Now the derivation of steady state error. The definition of the steady state error is, we know that the steady state error is the difference between the desired output and the actual output. So it is denoted by ESS and its Laplace transform is denoted by capital ES. To derive the steady state error of the transfer function closed loop, consider the figure 5.8 in which RS is input, CS is output, HS is feedback element and GS is the forward transfer function. And this is the ES, which is the difference between the input and the output. So here the RS is Laplace transform of input, which is the RT. In time domain, input is RT, but it Laplace transforms. In S domain, it becomes capital RS. This is the notation of the mentions parameter. And BS is the Laplace transform of the feedback signal, BT. ES is the Laplace transform of error signal, ESS. HS is a transfer function of the feedback element, and CS is the Laplace transform of the output signal, CT. So from the figure 5.8, ES equal to RS minus BS, because RS is connected to the positive and BS is connected to the negative. So ES is the RS minus ES. So here ES is the RS minus BS, and BS equal to CS into HS. BS equal to CS into HS. So therefore ES equal to RS minus BS equal to CS into HS. RS minus CS into HS, and also CS equal to the ES into GS. CS equal to ES into GS. So ES equal to RS minus CS into HS, but CS equal to GS ES. So ES equal to RS minus GS ES HS. So here ES equal to RS minus GS ES HS. If we rearrange this equation, it become ES plus. If we move these terms from left side to the right side of the equal to signs, it become plus. So ES plus GS ES HS equal to RS. If we take common ES, then it become 1 plus GS HS equal to RS. So therefore ES equal to RS divided by this term, 1 plus GS HS. So if positive feedback used, it become this is for negative feedback. If we use positive feedback, the BS is connected to the positive of the comparator. So in this case, equation become ES equal to RS divided by 1 minus GS HS. So this is for negative feedback and this is for positive feedback. So in general, ES equal to RS by 1 plus or minus GS HS, plus for negative feedback and minus for positive feedback. And for unity feedback, that means feedback become 1. So this is feedback become 1. So HS equal to 1. So unit feedback HS equal to 1. If we put the value of HS equal to 1 in this equation, the ES steady state error in S domain become ES equal to RS divided by 1 plus or minus GH. So negative sign indicate the positive feedback and positive sign indicate the negative feedback. Here ES in the error signal in Laplace domains. In time domain, error signal is denoted by ET, and it is obtained by taking the Laplace inverse of the ES. So that means error signal in time domain ET equal to Laplace inverse of the ES. Now the steady state error. Steady state, that means the system becomes stable, and the system is become stable at t equal to infinity. So the error signal at steady state conditions ESS is given by limit t tends to infinity, because at t equal to infinity system becomes stable. So ESS steady state error equal to limit t tends to infinity ET. So steady state error is the limit of error signal ET in time and domain for the t tends to infinity. If we derive this equation which gives the solution of the steady state error. Now first we understand what is the final value theorem. We will make use of the final value theorem in Laplace transform. If the Laplace transform of time domain signal ft and is fs, then according to the final value theorem, that means if ft is the time domain signal and fs is the Laplace transform, so limit t tends to infinity ft. If we convert this ft into fs, that it become limit s tends to 0 as fs. If t tends to infinity, that means s tends to 0. So the Laplace of ft from t tends to infinity in s domain, it become limit s tends to 0 as fs. So if we use this theorem to solve this equation, so applying this theorem to the equation 5, we get the error signal ESS limit t tends to infinity ET. So it become in s domain limit s tends to 0 as ES. So putting the value of ES in equation 7, we get now ES equal to this RS divided by 1 plus or minus GS HS. So if you put the value of ES in this equation, so it become ESS limit s tends to 0 as it is, and ES equal to RS divided by 1 plus or minus GS HS plus 4 negative feedback and minus 4 positive feedback. Now the effect of input on steady state error. As seen from the equation 8, the steady state error is depend on two factors. One is the type of input RS and second one is the type of system GS HS. From equation 8, so the steady state error is depend on input RS and the type of system GS HS, because it is the unity feedback, positive feedback or negative feedback. So the steady state error depend on two factors. What is the type of input RS? Type of input, that means it is the ramp input, parabolic input, impulse input or step inputs. And type of systems, GSHS is the unity feedback, positive feedback or negative feedback. And the steady state error is calculated from the three types of input. First one is a step, ramp input and parabolic input. All these type of inputs are I discussed in the previous lectures. So all you know what is the step input and what is ramp input and what is parabolic input. Now the static error coefficients. The response that remain after the transient response has died out is called the steady state error. Steady state response, that means after the transient response is completed, then steady state response will start. The steady state response is important to find the accuracy of the output. So at steady state, what is the error remain in the system? So by studying the steady state response, we we can understand what is the accuracy of the output. The difference between the steady state response and desired response gives the steady state error. Steady state response, which is the actual response which is given which give the systems, and the desire, which is the required response. So if we subtract the actual response and desired response, we get the error. It is known as the steady state error. So there are three types of error coefficient. First one is the Kp, which is known as the positional error constant. Second one is the Kv, which is the velocity error constant, and third one is the Ka, is the acceleration error constants. These error constants are called the static error coefficients, and they have the ability to minimize the steady state error. Now first one is the step inputs. So consider step inputs magnitude A is applied as a reference input to the systems. That means input to signal RT equal to A for t greater than 0 and equal to RT equal to 0 for t less than 0. That means this is the time t. So at t equal to t less than 0, its magnitude is 0, and for t greater than 0, its magnitude is 1, A. So this kind of signal is known as the step inputs. So we know that the Laplace transform of state input Rs equal to A divided by S. From the equation 1, we have the Es equal to Rs divided by 1 plus Gs Hs, but Rs equal to A by S. So if we put the value of Rs in this equation, it becomes Es equal to A by S 1 plus Gs Hs. From the equation 7, the steady state error is given by ESS s tend to infinity SES. So if you put the value of SES, so limit t tends to infinity ET equal to s tends to infinity limit s tends to 0 SES. So if you put the value of ES, which is the this, so steady state error SESS equal to limit s tends to 0 S ES equal to Rs divided by 1 plus Gs Hs. Now the Rs equal to A by S. So if you put the value of Rs equal to A by S, then it steady state error equal to limit s tends to 0 S A by S divided by 1 plus Gs Hs. So this S and this S will be cancelled out. So the final equation of steady state error Es equal to limit s tends to 0 A divided by 1 plus Gs Hs, where A is the magnitude of the step input signal and which is the constants. So limit applied to S only, equation 12 become. So this is the constant. So this limit will be applied only for the denominator. So the steady state error is equal to A divided by, also 1 is constant. So limit S tends to 0 S Gs Hs. Now let us now introduce the term positive error constant, position error constant. So it is denoted by Kp and it is defined as Kp equal to limit s tends to 0 Gs Hs. So if we consider this term as the positions error constants Kp, so this equation become ESS equal to A divided by 1 plus Kp. So it is the putting the value of Kp in equation 13. So Es is equal to A divided by 1 plus Kp, and this is the time response analysis of the step input signal for the positional error coefficient, and this is the steady state error. Now consider the ramp input signal. Now consider the ramp input having slope A is applied. So this ramp input is expressed as RT equal to AT. So ramp input is defined as RT equal to, here this is the T, and t equal to 0. So rt equal to 80 for t greater than or equal to 0. That means for 0 and greater than equal to 0, rt equal to 80. So it is the ramp type input and its slope is a. And rt equal to 0 for t less than 0. So t less than 0, rt equal to 0. So this is the ramp input having slope a, and it is defined by rt equal to 80. So Laplace of ramp input, it is the a by s square. So from the equation now we have es equal to rs divided by 1 plus gs hs, but here rs equal to a by s square. Also the steady state error es is equal to limit s tends to 0 as es. So if you put the value of es and also the rs, so steady state error equation it limit s tends to 0 s dot rs divided by 1 plus gs hs, and rs equal to a by s square. So equation 20 become ess limit s tends to 0 s divided by s into a by s square divided by 1 plus gs hs. So 1 s will be cancelled out, and the steady state error equal to a by s divided by 1 plus gs hs. So if we just s in denominator multiply by the denominator terms, so steady state error ess limit s tends to 0 become a divided by 1 into s plus gs hs into s, to add s into gs hs. So this is the constant term, so this limit will be applied only for the denominator. So ess equal to a divided by limit s tends to 0 s plus limit s tends to 0 s gs hs, but limit s tends to 0. So if we put the value of s equal to 0 in this term, it becomes 0. So this term is 0. So final equation of steady state error ess equal to a divided by limit s tends to 0 s gs hs. So the final equation of steady state error es is equal to a divided by limit s tends to 0 s gs hs. And now the velocity error coefficient kv is defined as the limit s tends to 0 s gs hs. This is the velocity error coefficients. So if we put the kv equal to this, so steady state error ess divided by is become a divided by kv. So it is the steady state error for ramp inputs. So this is the ramp input, which is the desired output, but this is the actual output, and this is the this difference is known as the steady state error and equal to a divided by kv, and this ramp input having slope a. Now third, consider the parabolic input. Now consider the parabolic reference input signal of slope a by 2. So it is expressed as rt equal to a by 2 into t square. For the t greater than equal to 0 and for t less than 0, it is the 0. It is the also the ramp signal, but this is defined as this kind of signal, which is known as the ramp input signal, having a function of rt a by 2 into t square. So Laplace of this parabolic input rs equal to a divided by s cube. A by 2 is constant, but Laplace of t square is equal to 2 by s cube. So these 2 and these 2 become, so it is like this. A by 2 is constant, but the Laplace of t square equal to 2 by s cube, 2 factorial by s raised to n plus 1. So it is s cube. These 2 will be cancelled out, so it is a by s cube. So the steady state error is RES, and ES equal to RS divided by 1 plus GS HS. So if we put the value of RS equal to S A by S cube, so this S and this 1S will be cancelled out, so it become remain only A by S square divided by 1 plus GS HS. So if we multiply this S square with denominator, so it become A by S square plus S square GS HS. So if we apply the limit for this denominator, limit s tends to 0 s square plus limit s tends to 0 s square gs. Also if we put the value of s equal to 0 in this, so it becomes 0. So remaining term steady state error equal to a divided by limit s tends to 0 s square gs. Now the defined this term is known as the acceleration error coefficients Ka. So Ka is defined as limit s tends to 0 s square gs hs. So from this equation 26, the steady state error for the parabolic input ESS equal to A by Ka. So this is the desired parabolic input and this is the output response. At steady state, this is the steady state error, which is defined as A by Ka. So that means if the parabolic input is applied, then error coefficient will control the static error of the systems. For step input, the positional error constant will control the steady state error, and for the ramp input, uh, velocity error coefficient will control the static error of the systems. So these three coefficients are affect the steady state error of the systems. Now the relation between the steady state error and type of the systems. Now the general form of the transfer function is given by k 1 plus t1s, 1 plus t2s, 1 plus up to tms, whereas and divided by denominator in denominator s to j 1 plus ts, 1 plus tbs, 1 plus tns, and this is the forward constant gain. This is the number of poles up to the m, and this is the number of this is the number of zeros up to m, and this is the number of pole up to the n. So highest power in denominator, it is known as the type of system. So if s raised to j, that means j equal to 0, it is known as the type 0 system. J equal to 1, it is known as the type 1 system, and so on. That means r raised to 2, type 3 system. So highest power in denominator is considered as the type of the systems. First, error for a step input signal. In earlier section, we derived the equation of steady state error ESS equal to A divided by 1 plus Kp, where Kp equal to limit s tends to 0 hs gs. So now we find out the value of Kp for the type 0, type 1 and type 2 systems. So ESS equal to 1 by A by 1 plus Kp, which gives the steady state error. First, consider the type 0 systems. That means j s raised to 0, it is equal to 1. So this is the standard form of the transfer function for type 0 systems. Then Kp equal to limit s tends to 0 gs hs. So if we put the value of s equal to 0 in this transfer function, so it is k 1 plus t1 into 0, 1 plus t2 into 0. So all is 1 divided by 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, it is 1, 1, 1. So it is only k. That means the steady state error ESS equal to 1 by A by 1 plus Kp. So A by 1 plus Kp equal to the K. K is the forward gain. So this is the K. So step input defined as this. At type 0 systems, the steady state error is ESS divided by A divided by 1 plus Kp, where Kp equal to the K. This is also for the type 0 system, but it is the overdamped and this is the underdamped. Now type 1 systems. Type 1 system, that means s raised to 1. So it is 1 over s, remaining term all are the same. So if we find the value of Kp for type 1 systems, limit s tends to 0, Gs, Hs. So if we put the value of s equal to 0, so denominator become whatever the uh, numerator, but denominator equal to 0. So this term become infinity. So this is the infinity. That means the Kp for type 1 system equal to infinity. So steady state error ES is equal to A by 1 plus Kp, where Kp equal to infinity. So A by 1 plus infinity. If one, whatever A by 1 plus infinity equal to infinity. So it is equal to 0, because infinity, that means the very large number. So if we divide any value with large number, so it is nearer to 0. So for the steady state error for type 1 systems is 0. That means at steady state condition, the output response reach at the desired value. Now type 2 systems. For type 2 systems, j equal to 2, so it become s square. So also again 1 over s square equal to infinity. So if we so Kp equal to the infinity, if we put the value of Kp equal to infinity, so it is A by infinity, also 0. That means in for type 2 system, steady state error is also 0. Now error from the ramp input signal. We derived all the coefficients for the step input signal. Now we derive all the coefficient, velocity coefficient for the ramp input signal. First consider the type 0 system. That means Kv equal to limit s tends to 0 as Gs Hs. So if we put the value of s equal to 0, this is the Kv defined for the ramp input signal. So if we put the value of s equal to 0, so it become GSHS is K 1 plus T1s T2s divided by 1 plus T2s T1s T2s, but S in numerator. So if we put the S equal to 0, all equation becomes 0. So the value of Kb, velocity error coefficients, equal to 0. Now steady state error ESS is the A by Kv, which is derived in Kv. This is the steady state error for the ramp input signal is A by Kv. So if we put the value of Kv equal to Kv equal to 0, so it is 1 by 0, so it is the infinity. So the steady state error ESS of the ramp input signal for type 0 system, it is the infinity. That means never it is very large difference, so never meet at infinity, so we can't get any desired outputs for type 0 systems. Now consider the type 1 system. So it is the Kv is limit s tends to 0 as Gs Hs. So if we put the value of s equal to 0, so Kv is also 0. But Gs Hs is K 1 plus T1s 1 plus T2s divided by type 1 system, so it is s raised to 1. So this s and this will cancel out. So if we put the value of s equal to 0 in remaining term, so only remain k, because 1 plus T1s is 0, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 divided by 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0. So remain only k. So Kv equal to k. So ESS equal A by Kv and Kv equal to k. So ESS equal to A by k, which is the constant terms, where k is the forward gain. So this steady state error ESS is equal to A by k. Now type 2 system. For type 2 systems, GSHS is defined as K 1 plus T1s 1 plus T2 divided by S square 1 plus TAS and 1 plus TBS, 1 plus T1s and 1 plus T2s. So if 1 S will cancel out, so 1 S remain in denominator. If we put the value of S equal to 0 in denominator, so 1 K by 0, it is the infinitive. So kV equal to infinitive. So if we put the value of kV in a by kV, so a by infinitive equal to 0. Now the error for the parabolic input. Parabolic input is defined as the Ka. Here it is Ka. ESS equal to A by Ka, which is acceleration coefficient, where Ka equal to this. For Kp there is no S. For Kv there is only one S, and for there is Ka, this is S square. So Ka equal to limit S tends to 0 S square Gs Hs. Now consider type 0 systems. Type 0, that means in denominator S is 0. So if we put the value of S square Gs Hs, Gs equal to this. This is the value of Gs. So if you put the value of S square equal to S equal to 0, so this whole term become 0. So Ka equal to 0. So steady state error ESS equal to A by Ka. So A by 0. So A by 0 equal to infinity. So steady state error for parabolic input for type 0 system equal to infinity. Now for type 1 systems, Ka equal to S square Gs Hs, where Gs Hs equal to the this. So the 1s will cancel out and only remain 1s. So if we put the limit s tends to 0, so s in numerator, so it become 0. So if we put the value of Ka equal to 0 in ESS, it could become infinity. So steady state error is infinity. That means these two will never meet at infinity. So very large, which is the error in parabolic input for type 1 systems. Now consider the type 2 system. For type 2 systems, Gs Hs equal to K by S square. So this S square and this S square will cancel out. So if there remain only K. If we put a value of S equal to 0, remain only K. So value of Ka equal to K. So steady state error ESS equal to A by Ka equal to A by K equal to, which is the finite. That means it is constant term. So this is the steady state error for parabolic input ESS is finite, A by Ka. So now to make the table for different coefficients. First one is position error coefficient, which is defined as GSHS. Kv, velocity error coefficient, which is defined as limit s tends to 0 as GSHS, and acceleration error constant K is defined as limit s tends to 0 s square GSHS, and its steady state error ESS equal to A by 1 plus Kp, A by Kv, and A by Ka. For now we the value of different value of Kp, Kv, and Ka for type 0, type 1, and type 2 systems. So for Kp equal to the type 0 system, it is K, and for type 1 it is infinity, and it is infinity, which all the values are all the values of Kp, Kv, and Ka are derived. So remember this table for find out the steady state error for the different types of the input and for different types of the systems. Now the GTO questions. Explain type 0 system, type 1 system, and type 2 systems, and derive equation for steady state error for the type 2 control system for step, ramp, and parabolic input. So in this question you have to derive the error coefficients for the step, ramp, and parabolic input only for the type 2 control systems, and define only type 0, type 1, and type 2 system. Second one is explain type of system, steady state error constant for the same. just we have to define all the terms, not you have to derive any kind of equations. So this question may be asked for 7 marks in your GTU examinations, and this question may be asked in your GTU exam for 4 marks. So in this lecture we completed the third topic, application of initial value theorem and final value theorem. So initial application of initial and final value theorem, that means initial value theorem derive the give the value of error for the transient response, and the final value theorem gives the value of error for the steady state response. So these final value theorem are useful to find the accuracy of the system. Accuracy, that means at after the system becomes stable, what is the magnitude remain in, what is the error remain in the system. So these theorem are used to find out the accuracy of the systems. So in next lecture we will conduct the design specification for the second order systems based on the time response analysis. Thank you.